Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? It was a false alarm. I have about an hour. It was an online auction that I was bidding on, and for some reason it said I had 10 minutes, which I thought was strange because it's only going to be 6 o'clock here, and usually those don't start ending until around 7. So I have an hour and 5 minutes. But I wanted to talk about a couple things. Well, I talked about the shipping, which that was ridiculous. But, you know, a lot of times, getting this things organized, I've noticed that if you're going to Goodwill, most Goodwills, and this isn't all, but definitely for my area and a lot of areas where I know people thrift, if you're going to Goodwill and your only brands that you know and you are looking for are Vineyard Vines, Ralph Lauren, Lily Pulitzer, Lululemon, Athleta, trying to think of a few other ones off the top of my head, Peter Millar, Travis Matthew. If you're looking for those brands, everybody knows those brands. Goodwill knows those brands. The people in the back have a piece of paper with that brand on it. They know those brands. You have to branch out. You absolutely have to start comping when you go thrifting. It is the only way you're going to learn for yourself how to do the job that you chose to do. You chose to be a reseller. So going into sites and holding up a pair of pants and saying, hey, hurry up, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Is this a good deal? You're not learning. If you're like, I just picked up these crew cuts and they're purple, how much should I sell them for? You're not learning. You have to learn, because people aren't like in the threads and stuff. We're not here to hold hands. You know, we're here to educate, and that is what we do. But we can't like spoon feed everybody. You have to learn. You have to pick up your phone. You have to comp. You have to learn to comp. And here is why. We all know because of Surf's told us about crew cuts, right? So I can find crew cuts in most places for pretty decent price. These are $3.72. I got a purple pair and a purple pair, dark purple pair. I also picked up this Ralph Lauren because they were just a cool pattern, and I got them for $8. I paid up for them because I know I can sell them for a bit higher. You guys saw this on the last video, the Denim & Company. I got these and I paid a little bit more. Or Denim & Supply, not sorry, Denim & Company, Denim & Supply. Lily Pulitzer, I paid up for these a little bit, $6.36. And then what are these? Okay, now here we come to it. I'm trying to find these out. Okay, and Bowden. The only reason I picked up this Bowden, number one, it was a big size, and silk. So those are kind of the brands that we all know to look for, and I was fortunate enough to find them at a decent price. But I would have never known Nina Macklemore to pick these up had I not learned to comp them at another place. And I found them here for $4.83. They are 100% silk, and they're just a very nice pair of pants. So what I'm saying, and it leads up to this really great find, if you're only looking for the top brands, I just personally don't think you're going to do very well. That's just how I feel. Because they know those brands, and even the thrift store that I volunteer, they know those brands. And anytime something comes in, you know, Lily or something, it immediately, it sparks like just energy in the back room, and everybody gets excited, and that's okay. And they can charge what they want for them, but doesn't mean that I, as a reseller, have to buy it. But what I can do, and I kind of call it beating them at their own game, is educating myself. I get my phone out And if I see something that I don't know, I stop and I comp it out. I look it up. And if you don't know how to do that, it's really, really simple. I just had a girl today who was in the back with us doing shoes. It's very simple. You can set your phone to be permanently on eBay solds. That's how my phone is. So basically you go to search anything, it doesn't matter. Vineyard Vines, women's blouse, blah, blah, blah. Then down on the left-hand side, if you're on your phone, which you should be, you're gonna find sold, and you wanna tick that. And then further down, it'll say something like save this preset or save this whatever. Yes, save it. Now, anytime you search for something, only solds will come up. It helps. It's so tremendous because it just makes things go faster. You know, you don't have, you still got to type it in. I would not personally use eBay's camera. It's stupid. It just really is at times. It just doesn't get it. It's kind of frustrating. So let me show you. Because I learned to comp, because I look things up. Snow skins. Do you think Goodwill knows what snow skins are? Probably not. Cool little shirt. It's kind of like Ragley. This was not at Goodwill, but where I learn a lot of brands, if I find them at Goodwill, it's an instant. They don't know those brands. You've got to learn the brands that sell above and beyond, the more eclectic brands. You know what I'm saying? Because they are there. So when people say to me, my Goodwill doesn't have anything, it absolutely does. Or the prices are too high. Of course, because you're looking at Vineyard Vines, Athleta, Lululemon, Peter Millar, Ralph Lauren. You're looking at all those. Goodwill already knows about those, but it doesn't know about this one. Or, let me find another one. I was all about it. I don't think they know about IB Cool. Let's see what else we got in here. Well, but a lot of them don't know that this sells. Soft Surroundings. Savers does, and Savers marks these up. This is just so cute. Got this for like $6. I went back to that place that I buy things, and everything, long sleeve shirts and sweaters were half off. So, I always pick this up. This is a Brooks Brothers. That's another one though. They know that one. But if you got to go, and you just have to start comping and learning brands, and not rely on your Goodwill to, hi Linda, and don't rely on your Goodwill to meet your pricing on brands that they know about. Does that make sense? Like, don't expect them to lower prices on things that they know that already sell. You have to find the brands that sell that they don't know about. And I guarantee you they're there. Guarantee you. What came in today? Oh, where is it? So, I got this at a discount only because it was dirty. But as soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. I'm going to try to get the stain off of it. But I have sold this. If I sell this one, it's the third one I have sold. Our local hospital, SSM, gives these out. I'm not sure for what, but Cotopaxi, that's a cool name. A lot of places don't know about it. But I got this at a discount because it was stained. But I picked that up today. I can't wait to talk about these. Oh my gosh. I'm going to talk about them. But I wanted to show you some other things in here. My Soft Surroundings. I learn so much every time I go to this place. I walk around and I comp things out. First thing I do is I go in and I get what I can. And then I comp things out. These are kind of like, because they were half off, Ralph Lauren. I guess I'll show them to you. So this was, and I'll probably have to put a lot of these away for fall, but it doesn't matter. This was $4. I'm not going to pass up Ralph Lauren for $4. but I want to show you another one. This always sells for me. This is a petite medium, probably the same price, $4. This is a Theory. Got it for $7.50, just a plain black. I don't think I paid more than, I think $7.50. No, there was one thing I paid more for. This is a Ralph Lauren. This is 100% silk. The other reason I bought it. Silk sells. These shirts, Brooks Brothers. I like this too. I might keep it. We don't know yet. Soft Surroundings, $5. And I really thought, okay, this is an older, this is a Polo Jeans company, Ralph Lauren. It's a men's, I think extra large. Yellow. Oh, okay, this is one that I had to look up. But it's just so important to learn brands, and don't expect, you know, the people that you follow, and don't expect people in a Facebook group to always help you, because you're just not gonna, you're not gonna do it. I was looking for Dara when I went back to that Goodwill, but she wasn't there, and I hope she didn't give up, you know, because it's hard in the beginning, and you're not making a lot of money, and you're struggling, because it's a job. It is absolutely a job, and you learn as you go. And I definitely don't know anything. I still follow several people on a regular basis, and sometimes I'm playing catch up on all their videos because I still learn from them. So I want people to learn from me, and that's why I am doing this and just chatting with everybody or anybody, and my buddy Linda and Carolyn who comes in. So, oh yeah, I was expecting, because it was 50% off, I was expecting it to be really busy. And the woman said because it was long sleeve shirts. It really wasn't. There was like 3 people in line when I got there. And I just love talking to people. So when they start getting out of their cars, I get out and we talk and we chat about different things. And yeah. And the one woman I've seen before, and her and I have talked, and she travels a lot. And she just does it, you know, for fun. But I picked this up. I didn't have to even comp this out. This is vintage, and it's hand stitched, and it's a custom frame by Mommy, 1982. So I got this for $3 because it wasn't half price. And I always pick up kids these. This was what, $3? $2. Little girls. It's so cute. It's a Rawlings. So I'll probably get about $17, $18 for this. Gotta put a knot in the end. I always pick them up when I see them. So there is a brand there that I've learned. And, oh, I bought this for me. Never mind. And I want to buy it so bad, but the brand is Audra. A-U-D-R-A. Really high end. But they still have it marked at $65. So even at half off, I'm still not going to buy it. So eventually, if it comes down, next week is 50% off the whole store. It's going to be crazy. But you know what? Those times are fun because you can just go everywhere. As you can tell, I picked up a lot of Soft Surroundings. When I picked up both of these, I wasn't real sure about them. Southern Tides, they're both the same. They comped out pretty good. They're more the performance wear. So that's about it. But here's what I mean. I always do good there on everything. So she already has one. And she doesn't like baseball. I know like it. That's her word. I know like it. And if, like, she comes over here to eat, we're trying to get her to eat because she doesn't like to eat. She likes to eat apple juice and milk. So we're trying to teach her that's not eating, but that's her thing. She loves dance. But if you try to get her to eat anything, she won't even try. I don't like it. I don't like it. So now when she misbehaves, I look at her and I go, I don't like it. But okay, so after I go through and I pick up all these things, then I go around again. Yes, it takes time. People who rush in, like I have a friend who thrifts, and he rushes in and rushes out. It's like he's just got this like 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out. And there are some people who do that, but I honestly believe even in estate sales, you have to go around and sometimes go around the opposite way and then maybe go around again. You're gonna spend a couple hours. That's where you find the good stuff. I'm telling you, people don't dig to the bottom. People that go to the bins know this. They surface, and then if you come in later and go into the bottom, you'll find stuff. So here is one of those. Roberta Roller Rabbit. It felt nice. Oh, let me comp it out, and I comped out a ton of things that weren't anything. And sometimes this helps me because they mark it with a designer tag, but a lot of times it doesn't. Like, I don't consider Theory a designer, nor do I consider I don't think they mark soft surroundings, no, as a designer. I'm trying to think what else they mark as a designer that I don't think is. I want to take you guys inside there one day. But here this is, Roberta Roller Rabbit. Would you just pass that up if you saw the brand? You're like, oh. And I kind of learned from my daughter, who sells dishes, china, whatever. Sometimes the most unusual and unique things are high-end. And then what she does, it's true, because sometimes when her and I go together, not a lot, but sometimes when we do, she'll like pick up the ugliest stuff and she'll tell me like, this sells for $50. And I'm like, I wouldn't buy that for anything. But a lot of people lose pieces to their antique china and stuff, and they buy it from her. So that is what I bought myself. So I bought myself a pair of Vioris at the store, actually. And I wanted a travel pair, and they actually had this shirt on the clearance rack. It's at Von Maur. And I was waiting for it to drop down in price, and sure enough, somebody bought it. It was white. But this is pink, and it's the same thing. And I picked it up. So it's just Yogalicious. Oh gosh, it's an XX large. I didn't look at the size, but I wanted something really big and roomy. I'll still try it on. If not, I know that I can sell it, but that's what I wanted, to go over top of the Vioris. Oh, and I picked up these today also. That's a place where I thrift. Boop, boop, boop. Get them. Did you see what I did in the back, Linda? So I can post on TikTok again, so that my weapons aren't showing. Whatever. All of these were marked $1. They are not gonna break. Victoria's Secrets, or not Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works. Vanilla Romance, Brightest Bloom, Into the Night. This one I did comp, and it was $24 for this bottle, this little bottle. And Sunrise Woods. I scarf these things up as soon as I see them hit the floor. We get first dibs in the back, but sometimes I don't get them, so if I see them on the floor, I pick them up. But this is just so cute. I'll take the price tag off. 10/1 of 82. And it feels like wool thread. Anybody want to buy it? Yeah, I kind of got mad. I was kind of just in a mood today. I had to change my insurance on the house, and things were not going the way I wanted them to go. And what else happened today? There was like 2 or 3 things, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not peopling today. It's not happening. And so I came home, and this is just like one of those cheap plastic sheets, and I'm like, whatever. And so I put it up, and I guess I should have just been nicer about it, but my background, it is what it is. All right, the piece de la resistance. Yes, I think those are great deals. I can't wait to sell them. I guess one of the kids was telling me one of the bottles, there were 5, one of the bottles broke, and he said it smelled like that all day long. He said, this stuff is strong. And I laughed because that's what I spray in my bins. to just like neutralize any kind of odors that might be in there, especially in my shoes. And I just spray a couple squirts and it works. These things, Linda, I had nobody I could tell and rejoice with. My kids don't understand clothing. So my girlfriend in Texas doesn't understand clothing. By the way, she watches these. So hi, Deborah. But I told her anyway, and she was happy for my excitement. But this is a total example. These crazy things were hanging. I don't know if you can tell how stiff these are. They feel like they have been starched 100 times. It is like cardboard. Like it's just, you know how they say they could stand on their own? These probably could. But I thought, look at how they look weird. And I saw them and I passed them up, and then my daughter's voice, she goes, sometimes the craziest things are what sells. Fine, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna comp out those crazy jeans. So these are called the Strike Gold Overalls, Union Made, trademark of quality. I'm showing you because I don't know if I'm ever gonna see another pair of these again. But I did a fast comp, $240. I did not know until I got home, because I actually did a little research on them, and I did not know that they were salvage jeans. And then I did a little more research on them. I went into Reddit. There's actually a Reddit thread on these, because when I checked out, the guy was like, he made fun of them, and he goes, I guess you're gonna wash these? And I go, yeah, something like that. And he goes, they're really stiff. And I'm like, yeah. I go, I know. And the whole time I'm thinking, I got these for $6.36, and they resell for over, they don't resell for over 200. I comped them out and I didn't do the resell part, but I knew just with that. The resell, I'm gonna probably resell these for about 150. So then I got on Reddit last night, because they have an entire Reddit to these. And the guys were talking about how one guy said, I like to rub my hand on my legs when I'm sitting at the computer because the denim just feels so good. It's raw denim. They're from Japan. They're so stiff. Like, they are stiff. Like, it's funny. They're just, that's them. That is them on the table. They're just stiff. These are a little bit smaller. The waist is a 29. They are button. You don't wash these. These guys wear these for a year or two like this. Some of the guys talked about how they put their socks on first when they put the jeans on. And what happens, I guess, with the body sweat and body heat, this denim, like especially on the legs, you know, it starts to, I don't know, like crease, you know, like this. And then the color changes. And after about 2 years, 2 years, they wash them. And it gives them the character, I guess, that they need for these. I cannot imagine wearing these. I just cannot. They are absolutely probably up there with one of the coolest things I found. They're up there with the Cartier glasses and the really cool over there chest set, which I haven't listed yet. I don't know why I have a problem getting rid of these things. But yeah, they're just awful. And I believe that they're new. I mean, even the pockets are like, I mean, it rubs. Like, it has to. I'm gonna stick my hand in here. Well, you know what though? The inside is almost like brushed. It doesn't feel, it feels worse on the outside than it does on the inside. But yeah. So if you ever see crazy jeans out there, and you know, well, they did go out this week because it's the red tag, but how many people pass these by because laughing, stupid jeans, nobody wants them, blah, blah, blah. And here they're probably the most expensive jeans that were in that place. I really believe that they're new, but I won't be able to sell them as that because there's no tag. But like they're even folded, like just like they were new. But this is what I mean. The people in the back didn't know this. I didn't know this. I comped it out. There it is. The same thing with this one. People in back don't know Roberta Roller Rabbit. And I just think I want to get people more encouraged to comp things out and to look at things, because that's the way you're going to beat the system. You're not going to beat the system waiting for the tags on the soft surroundings and Ralph Lauren's and Lululemon's to go 25% off or 50% off. You're going to beat the system by learning brands, and you're going to learn brands as you do it. I know, what is wrong with me? List it, girl, list it. I'm going to list the jeans. I'm anxious to list them. Where is that chess set? See, and I even bought this cheap, crappy board to display it on. How long have I had these? Quite a while. Let's see if I can get them. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like, it even has the number on it. Like, I personally don't like the way they feel, but where's the black ones at? Okay, yeah, so, and who would have thought, it even has the thing on the bottom, which I won't be able to read out here. Austin Enterprises, and then it gives the number, and I believe these were made in 1962. And I'll bet in 1962 he didn't pay a couple $100 for them. And I think this is the piece I picked up when I found the box. And I was like, what are these? And I kept thinking, what are they? What are they? And when I looked down and I saw the different pieces, I was like, oh my gosh, that's chess. That's a chess set. And I hurried and comped it out really fast and went downstairs, and they sold it to me for $1 because they didn't know what it was either. That's what I'm saying. That's how resellers are gonna beat the system. And it's almost like a cat and mouse game, because they're raising prices to keep us from buying the products that they want. You know, they want to make money off of them too. And the only way we can do it, and it even happens where I have to clean that one off, where I work. I find stuff all the time. Last week I found a Kerrits, Kerrits. It's a show jacket that they wear horseback riding. And they had it marked for like $5, and it resells for over $40. And I don't feel guilty about it at all, because I found it after they tagged it, and I picked it up. And I also actually got a was it Eileen Fisher for $5 as well, that somehow passed through and made it to the floor. So yes, I'm gonna get it listed. It's not doing any good sitting in this garage up on a shelf. I'm gonna list it. I'm gonna list it, not this week. I have to get it in the process of being listed, but I'm gonna put it right here in the forefront so it'll irritate me, and I'll get it out of here. Get that out of there. I have the information about it too. Yeah, the value of this $800 to $1,000. That's not what it resells for though. But I'll put that on there. Somebody is heavy on the lighter fluid barbecuing. And I'm in my garage and I can smell it like really big time. So that is it. That is it. So I'm not doing any more thrifting. Thursday I'll go volunteer again, and if I find something, I do. I don't, you know, and I'm very like honest about it with them. They all know that I resell, and if I pick something up to resell, they know it because I don't say anything. But if I pick it up for myself, I'm always like, I'm getting this for myself. But they don't really care. It's the sad thing, their employees are not allowed to resell, but the volunteers are. But I think I'm the only one back there that resells, or is at least open about it. So, because when she had approached me because I was in the store so much, and she joked with me about volunteering, and she did it a couple times, and finally I just kind of said, well, I'm a reseller, and she goes, I don't care. And I was like, okay, let me think about it. I had just retired. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I waited about a month or two, and that's it. And I've been there ever since, and I love it. I love being around the people back there. It is the most, I don't know how to, I can't say peaceful because it gets crazy back there, but it, I don't know. Everybody's just so nice, and it's not a fake nice. It's just they're nice, and they're stressed nice too. You know, like if they're stressed out, they can be nice because they're human. They're not fake, and I really do like that. I tried this on. I found this in the bottom. It's a Gap shirt though. It's not a big loss, but I tried it on, and I got makeup on it. And I was gonna try to sell it for like $9, but I'm just gonna probably thrift it. That way I can throw it in the washer and take the tags off of it and it won't matter. So that is it. I don't know who's trying to choke me out here with the grill. Not somebody out there. That's it. Tonight I'm bidding on a few things at an online estate sale. Those have gotten crazy. I don't know if it's like gambling for some people, but like prices like just shoot up in the last minute. It's like crazy. Like something that won't even sell for like $40 is like $70. During COVID, my daughter and I, man, did we love the online auctions. We were just crazy about them. I would buy closets of clothes and everything, and now not so much. I have probably maybe about 20 items up there I'm holding to go bid on, and I'll be lucky if I even get any of them. But that is it. That is my day. So these things are going to go sit to the side for right now. I have 4 sets of items to take pictures of, and then I will process these items next. And plus it's so miserable hot out here. I don't know if it's gonna rain or not. You know, there's just something about a Ralph Lauren shirt, 100% cotton. Feels so good. I love cotton. Do they make 100% cotton socks? Like not like them, like diabetic ones, not those, because I think those are cotton. But I used to actually wear those inside my boots at work. But you know what, now that I'm here, I guess I'll just go through these, because a lot of the long sleeve stuff I might pull and hold off until fall, because like this will always sell. This will sell. It's a Ralph Lauren shirt. This will sell. Brooke Brothers. This will sell. I'd Be Cool. This will sell. And then the rest of the other things I got. So I'm gonna take that in the house. All right, girl, that is it. I'm gonna get the chest set sold. I'm gonna take those perfumes in because it gets so hot. I know what I did today. So I went and bought 2 gallons of paint for my deck, because I had a new deck put on last year, and it's time to paint it, or stain paint it, or whatever. So I went to Sherwin-Williams because the guy 2 doors down, I like the color of his deck. And I didn't think to even ask how much it was. And I said, I just want 2 gallons of this color. Okay, no problem. Everybody's really nice to me. $114 for 2 cans. I have a large deck. It's not going to cover the whole thing. Plus, it's its first coat. So I have a plan of what I'm going to do. And it does not include going back to Sherwin-Williams, but we'll have to see how that works out. That is just really expensive for a deck. It's just, I don't care how good your paint is. You know, it's going to be sitting outside. We're going to walk and trample on it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I have an empty bin over here. I can just put all those in that. Okay. I'm leaving y'all. So remember, guys, learn brands that they don't know. Don't get disappointed when you go into a thrift store and you can't find anything because you're only looking for the top brands that you learned on, you know, Facebook. Learn some brands that people aren't talking about and make some money. Bye. And don't charge a lot for shipping. That guy was crazy. Talk to you guys later. Bye.